Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Lance. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Lance looking to throw it. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Faking the give, Darnold. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Darnold. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
His pass passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but the only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Gets this one to use check. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And, Charles, this defense, you might say they're looking forward to a matchup like this. You like to get a team, I would imagine, when they're down, and this is a group that's lost 4 straight.
But their head coach made it very clear in his weekly media availability that everybody's a threat. We're not taking anyone lightly. He's making sure that we know that he's grinding his team this week because, let's face it.
And now the rookie's free. The 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got it.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
At the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Right here. Hey, check right 57. Right 57. Watch the run. 57 to Mike.
Again, Darnold. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Good catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So it didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Flushed out right. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Darnold to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Adam Thielen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 38, Lance. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Lance now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Now Lance going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
A gain of 17 yards, but it's third down.
Here's Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past him.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, guys do whatever it takes to have fresh legs late in the season nowadays, don't they? How about him last week? Week 16, NFC Player of the Week for his performance.
Probably means a little bit more to him later in the year, doesn't it? Because of what you just said, the fatigue for a running back throughout the season.
Shows the offseason training and the endurance that he created in order to have that type of a game this late in the season.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Hey. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get a cut.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Get the ball. Check 31, check 31.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back near his goal line. Here's Lance. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally. And
this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Big loss here as he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Working with a 2nd and 3. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And some room to work. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Akers. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second and goal, Darnold sliding out of the pocket. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. It's a run with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. To throw, it's Lance. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Lance. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On second down now, Akers. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw is Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a play fake. Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, after the loss on first down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in the decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And we are all tied at 29. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And now here is another, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And just shutting him off there. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Finding room to the 20. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Darnold. That's caught left side by the tight end, Boyle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 110 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Shotgun now for Lance. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Number 6. A gain of 11 on the play. And a 49er first down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Good catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Darnold. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Darnold to throw. Forced out to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Darnold. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Switch out. Mike's back forward, Mike. Ready. Here we go, here we go. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check, Mike. Ready. Three buds.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And they take a knee. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time.